Yeah, I'm a community college student in Cupertino, and something I'm noticing directly from the academic world is that obviously the professors are adamant in their bias, but
Yeah.
I mean, the opposing worldview doesn't even get an opportunity to give their end of the thoughts.
Yeah.
Like in my political science class, I mean, I pretty much covered the whole liberal agenda in the past 8 weeks. And every time I ask him a question, he'll blow me off.
Right.
I'm trying to present something true. And so I kind of feel like it's a great deal of groupthink taking place because you're essentially brainwashing 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know, male oppression, what is that? You know, it drives me nuts.
It's a hatred of God.
And so I'm just wondering, in your experience, practically, what are some things young people can do like myself that can help to eliminate this from going on when you're pretty much coming up against, you know, the top of the ladder? You know, I mean, even if you go against one teacher, you pick that fight, you're assuming you're going to be picking the fight with the dean, and you know
Right.
which side he's on. So
That's a good question. What I recommend is take on the fight. I want you to put what's right before anything else. And if you put what's right first, then every time one door closes on you, another will open. Don't worry about it. But you got to start standing up. And so, yes, you may have to fight the whole system, but God is with you, and He's going to work it out for you. You got to make noise. You got to say, you know what, this is a tough battle, but He'll take you through it. I'm telling you, man, don't worry. If you're on the side of what is right, when this stuff comes down on you, just speak up about it. Take it to the next level. I remember once I was with an insurance company, Allstate Insurance, right? And one night somebody ran into my car, but I was in my room sleep. I was in my home sleep. I didn't know what happened. I went out, so I called Allstate up and I said, somebody hit my car last night, and would you take care of it? They said, well, did you get a license plate? I'm like, no, I didn't get it. I was asleep. I didn't know about it. It was raining. And so they said, well, there's nothing we can do about it. And so I said, really? I spent all this money, my car total out, you're not going to do anything? They said no, so I made a picket sign. And I went down to Allstate by myself, and I wrote on there, forgive me ladies, I wrote on there, I got screwed by Allstate. And I was walking up and down in front of Allstate all day long. I got screwed by Allstate. People were coming up asking me, what's it? And the devil saying, oh, you look silly out here, don't you feel funny? But I didn't care. I wasn't going to let them do me like that. And so the end of the day came, and I told them, well, I have to go to the barbershop in the morning, so I'll be a little late, but I'll be back here tomorrow. And the very next morning, they called me up and said, sir, we're going to take care of your car. They took care of it. And so you have my word, and if you stand up for what is right, don't worry about the outcome, just do what is right. It will be worked out. And you got to start doing it in these schools. I spoke at Yale the other day about affirmative action, and the house was packed. And I said we need to get rid of affirmative action based on race. And I said to the black students there, I said, you know, whenever I go to a college campus and I see black people on campus, I think they got there because of their color. I don't think that they earned their way. And I said the average person think that. They're just not going to tell you. And man, all hell broke loose. But I told the truth about it. I said, it's a stigma to black people. It's an embarrassment. And after the meeting, one young man came over and said he agreed with me. He was afraid to speak it out loud, but he said he agreed with it. We got to put some truth in there to bring on the change and let them overreact, but do not give up, and you will win this battle. You have my word on that.
It sounds like you're doing some really good work here, helping men, you know, get on the right path. Can you give us some specifics on how you do that?
Well, in our home, we counsel with them. We help them finish school. We also show, the first thing we do is show them how to pray so that they can overcome the anger. Because it's hard to work with people who are angry. Have you ever tried to work with an angry liberal? It's not going to work. So we show them how to forgive, and once they forgive, they feel much better about themselves. They're ready to move forward. Then we educate them. We just work through life with them. We have one young man who came to us at the age of 15, and very angry, out of control. We showed him how to overcome. He forgave his parents. He went on and graduated from high school. And from there, he went to Princeton and graduated from Princeton with high honors. And then he went to Stanford Law School from there. He's now working in Washington, D.C. with a major law firm. And we have a lot of things like that. But we show them how to drop their anger first. Then we help them as needed.
How do you bring them into your organization?
We get it word of mouth. I do a lot of writing, a lot of radio and TV interviews around the country. So, like that, word of mouth and stuff like that. I wish one day, we're going to write about our guys one day so you can meet them. If you forgive, I promise you there's nothing on earth that can stop you. Really. The power is in forgiveness. And I'm not talking about emotional forgive. You got to really let anger go. And then start standing up for what is right. And then you shall be free. Yes, ma'am.
Reverend Peterson, first I want to say God bless you.
Thank you.
And I was wondering, do you think Obama is a citizen? What do you think?
Because he has not presented his birth certificate, they're fighting back, spending money trying to prevent from presenting it. It implies that something is going on for sure. Something is wrong somewhere. And I'm disappointed that even the Republicans are so cowardly, they're afraid of being called a racist, that they're allowing this guy to get away with this. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. I definitely believe something is wrong in that area.
To me, there are ways to find out how old a piece of paper is. You can tell how old ink is.
Right.
So why doesn't he come forward? I don't understand it.
Well, he doesn't have to.
And why don't people that represent you and I, Congress and Senate, hold this man's feet to the fire?
Yeah.
I don't quite get it.
Because he's black, he's liberal, and they're afraid of being called a racist. That's it right there. And because he understands that, he doesn't have to present anything. They're not going to make him do it. Had Obama been a Republican white male, he wouldn't be in office. There's a double standard in America today.
Then why don't the talk show hosts like Hannity and Rush bring that up? I mean, am I the only person that has thought of that?
Yeah.
Why don't they say, hey, bring your birth certificate forward?
Yeah, I haven't heard them speak about that as of yet. Yeah. But it's because he's black. That's why we got to change this, folks. This man is in the White House because he's black, not because he's qualified. This guy lied from day one when he lied about his relationship with Jeremiah Wright Jr. That was the first lie that I can remember. I'm like, this guy's a liar. Don't vote for this guy. You know, it's like marrying someone that you know lie, and you think somehow or another things are going to get better. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to work like that. But because he's black and liberal and Democrat, that's why he... Obama said that we're not a Christian nation. Remember that? Yeah. I mean, this guy doesn't even believe in the same God that we serve. But he can get away with it. It's not going to change until white Americans overcome fear.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll take two more and I think we're done. Okay.
Thank you for speaking, Reverend Peterson. This is actually not a question. I just thought folks would be excited to learn that with 71% of precincts reporting in New Jersey, Christie has been declared the winner.
Say this. Thank God for Obama, huh?